I started getting into lean and started drinking it every other weekend. I liked with the way lean felt over taking like Percocet or whatever. I was like, I wonder how you find a dirty doctor. Do you think it's possible to just like go in and ask a doctor for a specific medication? I went to an urgent care, said that I was up coughing all night because I had quit smoking, and I was wondering if you would be willing to write me a prescription for this. I didn't get any weird vibes from him. Probably mid-60-year-old Armenian man, and his name is Dr. Sultan. And it was just really strange because he didn't even hesitate. He was like, yeah, sure. If you need any refills, here's my email address. Just send me an email and I'll just call in a refill whenever you want. Usually you have to see your patients between prescribing any addictive medication. Getting those bottles was gasoline on a fire of my opiate addiction because I quickly accelerated into heroin. I don't think I ever emailed him. I think I called the office and he authorized the refill, but through the office, because like him handing me an email address on a post-it was just interesting. I think I filled it maybe 3 times. I didn't fill them anymore, and then he still felt the need to contact me. Right before New Year's, I get a text message that says, Happy New Year, wishing you a smoke-free and coughless year ahead of you. It had been like a year since I had been to the doctor and seen him, so it didn't click for me. I was like, that's fucking weird. Thanks. Who is this? And like a friend from Vegas. I was not even 21 yet. I've been to Vegas with a fake ID once, but I didn't like make friends there. I didn't really respond after that, but he kept messaging me, how are you? Like, how have you been? And I'm like, well, who is this? He was a friend. The only way he would refer to himself was a friend. Eventually, I was like, I don't know you, you don't know me, you need to leave me alone. And that's when I got a text message that was like, your name is Chelsea, born March 15th, 1989. This is your address. This is your social. He was reading off of my medical file. This motherfucker took my file. He had my social security number. Because when you go to a doctor, right, you're just filling shit out. But again, I still don't know. I hadn't made the connection that it was him. And then he started sending me emails, worded very weird. He would start writing the email in the subject line, and he would use all the same starting letter, like beautiful blue-eyed baby, just all B's or all C's. His broken English was another thing. Outlandish grammar, like it didn't go together. He would say things like, it was MySpace time, so he would print out my MySpace pictures and he had them like posted in his room. He would kiss me goodnight every night. He collected money from the year I was born. All the coins that I find from '89 I treasure, but like in poetic, like weird. Like I was kind of scared, but I was also kind of like, what is the best way to approach this so that it doesn't escalate? But then he started sending me money orders to my home address. $800 money orders in an envelope with like a paper with like a heart on it. And with a money order, it's as good as cash. I also have a full-on drug addiction at this time, full-fledged. So he's like fueling all of that. I don't even know what it was that gave it away. I think it was the first text, wishing you a smoke-free and coughless year ahead of you. The very first thing was the biggest red flag. I have a malicious bone in my body. I don't act on it anymore, but I wanted revenge. He offered me a good chunk of change to sleep with him, $5,000. Parts of me really wanted to set him up, like say yes and like have my boyfriend at the time, who is like has his gang tattooed across his stomach, carries guns with him, not a good person at all. Have him come with me, maybe I'll tie him up and we'll do stuff to him to embarrass him and make him, like take a video of him, blackmail. I don't know. Like, yeah, I didn't have great intentions when I went to the doctor. I wanted drugs. I was drug seeking, for sure. But that is not an open invitation to stalk an underage girl at all. I wanted to fuck with him badly. The first thing I did was demand more money, or else I was gonna report him and he was gonna lose his license. I'm trying to think if he offered me $5,000 to sleep with him before or after I figured out who he was. I think it was after. Yeah, it was after, because then he was just like, I got nothing to lose. And he's like a 60-year-old Armenian dude too. Like, you have to see, if you were to see him, it'd be like, it's just like, when I'm like 17. Are you blind and deaf? So I tell him, I know who you are. I'm not gonna engage with your emails anymore. You're just gonna send me money now. And if you don't, I'm going to turn you in and you're gonna lose your license. I don't think he liked that. So he kind of just vanished. And then all of these fake email addresses started sending me emails. But celebrity names, like Jessica Simpson at gmail.com, Lindsay Lohan at gmail.com, like Britney Spears LUVSU, like, yeah, like these weird like 2090 type lingo. His broken English and then trying to adapt to like modern day teenage society was painful to watch. And again, it's all the same first letter, like you dumbass, destroyer, demon. God, I wish I had a copy. It's like he literally like took out a thesaurus and just like flipped to a letter and was like, I'm gonna use all of these today. Hate-filled emails. Fuck you, how dare you think you can use me like that or whatever. And it's like, oh, baby didn't get what he wanted. And he stopped sending me money pretty much. Once he knew that I knew who he was, he just kind of left me alone. And you know what's funny is I never called the medical board.
You should have.
I know.
Yeah.
People tell me that now. You have no idea how badly I want to like find him if he's still out there. And just show up. Just to like, I want to see you squirm. I'm a viper and you're my fucking food right now. And I know that against you, the odds are in my favor. Physically, mentally, emotionally. I'll kick the shit out of you. I'll verbally eviscerate you.
How tall is he?
Shorter than me, for sure, with his hunchback. Yeah, just fucking like, bro, there's no way. Just make an appointment. I got good insurance. Hey, so if anyone out there can help me find Dr. Sultan in the Los Angeles area, if you can find him, send Charlie a DM and Charlie and I will go and I will make an appointment. But the second he looks at my file, he will shit his pants. Oh my God, and I'll just be like, what? So funny. He used to hold power over me because he had my address, my parents' information. I was afraid. If I didn't respond to his emails, he would threaten to drive past my house. The power shift was sweet for me. Him losing his license and not being able to do that to anybody else is ideal. Now that I am of sound mind and body, I would love to be able to pursue that and do that for other people.